everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Thanksgiving. I was excited when this came out. I was hoping it would come out in streaming during Thanksgiving, but here we are, the week of Christmas, and it came out streaming. It's a Tuesday night. So, after a Black Friday ride ends in tragedy, a mysterious Thanksgiving-inspired killer terrorizes Plymouth, Massachusetts, the birthplace of the infamous holiday, right? I don't know. Oh, Patrick Dempsey's in it? Gina Gershon? I didn't know. Didn't know any of these people were in it. That's all I recognize right now. Not going to scroll any farther. 6.8 on IMDb. That's pretty dang good. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. 14,249. I thought it was 70. But it's 14,289. Still very solid. 6.8. I did hear rumors from some of the guys on TikTok that show up on my For You page, because I probably talk about movies, so my phone listens and they come up. At least one of them, I remember saying this was really good, and it was decent. It was enjoyable. As I look at it, and I don't watch the trailer, I see the cover art, I guess you will. It totally reminds me of I Know What You Did Last Summer. That's what that's all I get from it. That's an early indication. I don't know, hour and 45 minutes long. I'll get into it, find out what it's about, give you a better idea, and let you know if it's worth watching. Stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Thanksgiving, and this isn't a spoiler alert, but I was right. I mean, this is I Know What You Did Last Summer, Thanksgiving style. I mean, yeah, there's some differences, but really, it's got the same exact kind of vibe as that whole movie did. Essentially, they have, these group of friends, and they go into so the whole Black Friday thing, this what was his name? Whatever, the owner of the store, he has instead of doing it on Black Friday, he does it on Thanksgiving. He's giving away free waffle irons or something like that, right? And so the crowd is huge, just like back in the old days, in like the 90s and maybe even the 80s. They had all these lines. That's how people went crazy for Cabbage Patch Kids and stuff like that, trampling each other, fighting. Well, that's kind of what they did here. The kids, the group of kids that I'm referencing, they get into the store a little bit earlier because she's the daughter of the owner. So they just went in to get something real quick so they can get back out, but then, whatever. That's where the bad things happen. So people really, really get hurt. Some die. This is all right in the beginning, right? But that's the big thing, the catalyst for this whole movie. And there's a lot of character development early on. And then they flash forward to a year later. So, like, I Know What You Did Last Summer. I know what happened last Thanksgiving. And now the villain, if you will, the killer is coming back and picking people off one by one. And just like in that movie, it was very gruesome. A lot of blood splatter, a lot of decapitation kind of stuff. Like, that's the kind of stuff that kind of happened. Not even that much, I don't think, and I Know What You Did Last Summer. Now, I don't know if it was the same director, but before I get into that, I mentioned a couple of people who were in it. Some I forgot. Oh, Thomas Wright was the one guy I meant to mention. He's the owner. And then Addison Rae's in it. So I think she's kind of popular now. I looked her up. She only did one other movie, but I think she's big on. I know the name. And then Milo Manheim. So he is from Zombies, the TV show. Eli Roth. And Eli Roth was the director. I just wanted to see if he did any. I mean, he's done a lot of stuff. I don't really know who I Know What You Did Last Summer. But anyway, I'll find out. Probably everybody else who's watching this knows that, but I don't. But he's done a lot of great stuff. Anyway, Poppy Playtime. I'm a kid. So, and there's this one part. This is, again, if you've seen I Know What You Did Last Summer, when you watch this movie, you're going to get it. If you haven't seen that, and you like these kinds of, like, Scream kind of movies, I think you'll enjoy this one. The whole thought then is, all right, who's doing all this? Like, right? And you got to try and figure it out. And that's where I spent, a large majority of my time trying to think, okay, who is it? Looking for different things and trying to figure it out. But anyway, if you've seen I Know What You Did Last Summer, and now you see this, there's a parade. There's a parade in that movie, and there's a parade in this one, and it's almost identical of what's going on. In that portion of the movie, there's a parade. You know, there's a man on the loose. They're trying to set a trap. They're using people as bait. They see people in the crowd, right? It's all the same, you know? So I was like, wow, is that really a telltale sign that is very similar to I Know What You Did Last Summer? And I'm dying to know. I have to search it real quick, but I still enjoy it. There it is. Okay, here it is. Real quick, 5 seconds. The director, oh no, okay, Jim Gillespie was the director of that. So it wasn't Eli Roth. I don't know. But, like I said, I enjoyed the movie a lot. Oh, it seems like there's a post-credit scene. Alright, got to come back to that. But I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was fun. And I think it'll be better for people who maybe haven't seen that movie before. But if you haven't seen I Know What You Did Last Summer, there's a TV show. Don't watch that. You can if you want. But the movie, if you haven't seen it, watch this first and enjoy this. It's more modernized, I think. Brings in like the internet and social media, which didn't exist when they made that movie previously. So, you know, it's got more of that kind of going on. Watch this movie first and then go back and watch that. Now, if you have seen I Know What You Did Last Summer, yeah, obviously you have to watch this and see what you think. So, good. You know, you're always looking for a good Thanksgiving movie. I don't think this is what they had in mind, besides planes, trains, and automobiles. But this is pretty good, and I think it's set up pretty well. There you go. I'll leave it at that. Hopefully I was helpful. Fun watching it. I really did enjoy the previous movie that I've mentioned now 100 times, so that's why I kind of like this one. So, alright. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully I was helpful. Kimmel's Irish Pub.